I ain't tryna pick for you, but it's now or never. The streets and you, I be torn between the two.
Go start 2, 2, 3.
Go.
Charity
Go.
gave it to them people.
Go.
Fucking go. Certified speaker.
Go.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Symone J, and I'm back with another video. And today I will be showing you how I custom hand stitch my wigs. These are the bundles in the frontal that I have for this video, so tune in. So first, we're starting off with bleaching the knots of the wig. This is how it came from my vendor. It was pretty decent, but it does need to be plugged more and bleached more. So we're doing the quick blue 40 developer, my mixer, my brush, and a bowl. And I told you guys I never measure it out. I start with more powder than anything, and I add a little bit of developer in there just so I don't waste product. And I mix it all together. If it's too thick, I'll add a little bit more developer like I'm doing. And then as long as it's toothpaste consistency, it's ready to go on the wigs. So instead of doing conditioner this time, y'all, I sprayed some freeze spray on the wig. And I just brushed those little baby hairs back. And the freeze spray will protect the front from getting dyed or anything. But this is just quicker and faster. And it does the same thing. So I apply the mixture on there, leave it on about 10 to 15 minutes. I check on it, but I think this wig just took really like 10 minutes. It took really well to the bleach. Then I wash it out with my shimmer lights and we're done. So starting off, you want the V on the mesh dome cap. I use a mesh dome cap. The V goes in the front of the wig. And then once you place it on there, make it fit to the head, you pin the top and then you can just pin the back. So before you do anything, you're going to apply the frontal first. So look, you have to place the frontal directly in the middle of the wig as best as possible, right? Then you pull it down. I would say I pull mine about halfway. It's going to look like loose in the front, but that's what you want. You want it loose because if you have it directly on that cap, it will not fit right. So you want to pull it all the way down. This may take a few tries. It may slip a few times. But once you get it where you want to, pin it at the front. Then you pull the middle back and you pin that. Then you take your first side and you pull it all the way down. Then you pin it. Then you do it to the other side. You want to pull it down, not back. You want to pull it down. Then in the middle of both sides, you want to pull that back and pin it. Now it should be all flat and, ready for you to sew it. So the biggest thing here, never sew through that thick part. You want to sew through only that mesh loose part. Don't force yourself to sew through the thickest part. And even for the lines in the back, you want to skip over that. Never sew through those lines. So this is how it looks so far. You can braid it, twist it, whatever you want to do to get those hairs out your way while you're sewing. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it's up to you. So yeah, so we're starting with my first bundle. Since it was curly hair, I double wefted the hair to make it really full, make it really thick. It did not leave my hair lumpy or bumpy or anything. It was flat as all get out. So this is optional. You can sew on the back. I sew just so I'm getting, the longest inch possible. But like I said, when you're sewing it on that thick part, do not force it all the way through. You want to barely sew it through at that thin part. Like your first layer on that thick part, you want to push the needle through and just sew it. Never force it. If you force it, it won't fit right. It's going to feel uncomfortable. So it's pretty much explanatory. I don't cut my tracks. I just fold it, pin it, pin the other side, and just keep sewing. And as I'm sewing, like I said, those lines through the cap, never sew on those lines. If you sew on the lines, it's going to feel weird and it's not going to fit right on your head. So yeah, like I said, I just take it, I double weft it. As you can see, I pin it, I measure it out. If it's falling a lot, I'll pin the other side, and then I just keep sewing. So when I'm starting my new track, I still do the same thing. I'll pin it where I'm going to start at, pin the other side, and I'm still double wefting. I double weft all up until I get close to the front. So now, once I feel like I'm getting close to the front, I stop double wefting, and I take, and this is when I start cutting my tracks. So I take my first part and I just sew it. And I just see how much space I have left and how many bundles I have left to try to space it out good. And make sure the wig is still breathable and it's not too high either. So I take that first track and I sew it, and then pretty much I just fill it in. But I stopped double wefting about that much. So now the wig is done. I'm cutting those black pieces off, and right here I'm just plucking. I have a detailed plucking video on my channel. Same steps, slanted tweezers, water bottle, and this is how the hair looks, you guys. This is the most gorgeous hair I've ever purchased in my life. It was Oh, look at it, y'all. It was perfect. Summer vibes, vacay vibes. It was beautiful. And it was plucked good, of course. And this is how it looks with no product, no water, nothing. I just threw it on. It's beautiful, y'all. Get into the inches. So now it's time to do this install. Going in same steps. So yeah, I'm using the even spray on my ball cap. Spray a little layer or two, and then I blow dry it. After I'm done blow drying it, I cut the unnecessary lace, and then I just fold that piece back. Look at, bro, that ball cap was balding, okay? Playing no games. So right here, I did about 3 layers with the glue. Please make sure when you are doing these installs, every layer you do, make sure it dries clear first. Look how fast it dries clear, y'all. You really don't even need a blow dryer half of the time. So yeah, I take my Ruby Kisses cream foundation and I take some tint spray and I put it on the wig. The foundation first, then the tint spray to lock it in. Then I just press that wig into my skin so it can melt. Then I take a headband, tie it on there. Y'all, I was feeling it. Oh my God, check me out. I was going on vacation right before this, so. And this is how it looks so far. But I'm going to give me some baby hairs, of course. Same method as well. I just cut my baby hairs, take my mini flat iron, and I'll either take like the even spray or the freeze spray. And, I melt it down. But once I cut them, I take my hot comb and I lay the hair back. This is really important with curly hair because it can really get in your way. So yeah, I take my wax stick and my hot comb and I flip it back. So yeah, like I said, mini flat iron. And I believe, yeah, I did like either the even spray or the freeze spray. Either one works. And these are the edges, y'all. Tell me I didn't slay this, okay? But this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell so you're notified whenever I post. Don't forget to buy a wig from Style by Symone J. Bye.